Everybody, and welcome back to my channel for this Wednesday morning, afternoon, or evening across the world where you may be at. And today I'm going to be sharing with you the UK government recent disability action plan. And this is a political piece of legislation for all disabled people across the UK and England. And as a legally disabled autistic woman, I thought it was important to bring it to you. And we're going to read through just the introduction. And then as it gets passed through the House of Lords and the House of Commons, I will update you with more videos, but this is the introduction. So let's go. It says, this document sets out the immediate actions the UK government will take in the coming year to improve disabled people's lives. It also lays the foundations for longer-term change. This plan is part of the government's commitment to create a society that works for everyone, where everyone can take part and be fully included. Many people in the UK are disabled, brackets 1 in 5. Disabled people share the same ambition to take part in society as non-disabled people, but often experience more barriers. Well, yeah, that's true. The National Disability Strategy sets out the long-term vision across the UK government to reduce these barriers and transform disabled people's lives for the better. However, we want to go even further. We have therefore developed this new Disability Action Plan. The plan sits alongside the National Disability Strategy and other significant reform programmes across government. Taken together, they show the breadth and depth of the government's commitment to improving disabled people's lives, now and for years to come. In this way, the UK government also demonstrates its commitment to implementing the UN CRPD through its legislation, policies, and services. To ensure this plan focuses on the issues which matter most to disabled people, we ran a consultation from July to October 2023. This consultation received over 1,300 responses. The insights, evidence, and views gathered through this period have informed the development of this final plan. Scan down a little bit more. No, didn't mean to do that. Hold on. The insights, evidence, and views gathered through this period have informed the development of this final plan. The document will cover themes from the consultation responses, a summary of the responses to the proposals that were included in the consultation, the final actions being taken forward in this Disability Action Plan. This plan is being published alongside an independent report summarising findings from the consultation period. Geographical reach. This action plan has been produced by the UK government. We recognise that decisions made by the UK government may affect the lives of disabled people across the UK where the policy has not been devolved. Many of the policy areas relevant to this plan are devolved. Devolution recognises the value of such policies being tailored to the particular needs and wishes of the people in each part of the UK. We recognise and celebrate the diversity of approaches pursued across England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland on issues that have been devolved. This action plan respects devolution agreements. The actions outlined will only be put in place in the countries where devolution agreements state that the UK government retains ownership of the issue or with the agreement of devolved administrations. That's important to obviously state. And then it has the contact details here if you wish to find out more and get copies. Main themes in people's feedback. The Disability Action Plan 2023 to 2024 consultation document, which you can read on that link, described work already underway or completed across the UK government over the previous 12 months, planned work in each UK government department in the next 18 months and beyond to improve disabled people's lives, 12 proposed areas for action in 4 broad categories: improving disability inclusion in existing government policy, new actions focused on specific needs of disabled people, improving cross-government collaboration, strengthening the evidence base. Let me scan down a little bit more. Hold on. Sorry guys, bear with me. People's views on the plans as a whole. Suggestions for other actions across the government should consider to improve disabled people's lives. The consultation ran from the 18th of July to the 6th of October 2023 and was available in a range of accessible format. Responses were received by email, post, phone, and online survey. Insights and evidence were also gathered through a series of events and meetings during this consultation period. This chapter summarises the 7 main themes in the responses to the consultation questions. It highlights the main policy areas identified as needing attention from the UK government. This summary draws on the Disability Action Plan Independent Findings Report, as well as the information gathered at events and meetings held during this period of time. Themes across the consultation. We found 7 themes running through people's responses to this consultation. These were particularly visible in responses to the question asking for views on the proposed action plan as a whole. We have amended our proposals in line with these themes where possible. This has led to 4 new areas of actions. The themes have also helped us shape how we plan to fulfil the proposals we made within the consultation. Policy number 1. Policies should be informed by disabled people's experiences. Respondents highlighted the need to involve disabled people in policy development and implementation. They said greater consideration of disabled people's experiences were vital in research, policy development, and service delivery. Because of this, we have revised some actions to set out more clearly how we will ensure that disabled people's voices and disabled people's experiences are amplified in the Disability Action Plan. 2. Clear, measurable actions with clear accountability. People consistently said how important it was that the action plan contained clear and measurable actions. They said accountability and timescales should be clear and approaches centralised and joined. As a result, we have made actions more specific and concrete where possible, allowing for greater accountability. We have also introduced a new action plan to provide updates on progress after 6 and then 12 months. Considering of disabled people's financial circumstances and the cost of living. Respondents raised the issue of disabled people's financial circumstances, particularly in the context of the cost of living. They highlighted areas where rising costs were particularly affecting disabled people. They have also asked for simpler approaches to getting more financial support. The government is already doing work on this outside of this Disability Action Plan, but we have also revised the plan where possible to take account of these findings. For example, bringing together on a range of services for use by families with disabled members, adding a new area of action on the impact of the cost of living for disabled people. Number 4, sufficient funding for specific actions. Consultation responses frequently mentioned that policies in the action plan needed adequate funding. Relatedly, respondents said increasing funding for services could resolve many issues that are faced currently by disabled people. All actions within this plan have been included following assessments of how feasible and easy they are to complete. Number 5, ensure the inclusion of all disabled people. Many respondents said policy making needed to recognise and respond to disabled people, diverse experiences and needs. There is a particular need to consider a full range of impairment types, including non-visible and learning disability. Actions within this plan therefore consider a full range of impairments, proactively living and considering the needs of a wide range of disabled people with a wide range of impairments which will support more inclusive approaches. Number 6, improved and accessible communications about government services and resources. Respondents consistently highlighted the need for better and accessible government information and communications. There is also clear evidence that many people were not aware of work which is already underway. Other responses showed the need to provide information in ways that has a wide range of disabled people finding accessible. As a result, we have included a new action on accessible, inclusive communications and our resources. This commitment is there from the very top, with number 10 making new commitments to further increase the use of BSL, British Sign Language. This aligns with wider work with the Government Communication Service and our networks across government. 2, increase the use and alternative formats where most appropriate, make information more accessible, increase and report on the use of British Sign Language in central government's communications. Number 7, equality of opportunity for disabled and non-disabled people. Respondents supported measures that would increase equality for disabled people across all areas of life. Many focused on the need for inclusion and accessibility to be designed in from the start. Some also highlighted potential areas to better support disabled people's rights by changing or enforcing legislation. In every action area, we have considered how we can 1. Bring disabled people's experience into the heart of policy making and implementation. Embed inclusive design. Where work is already underway, we are working with the relevant teams to bring disabled people into the conversation at strategic points for the maximum impact. This will help make sure that the actions within this plan lead to real improvements in equality for disabled people. And then there is what I will finish on, which is this bit here. Views on the overall disability action plan. The final 2 questions in this consultation ask people for their views about the proposed plan as a whole, what other actions they thought the UK government should consider. Overall, respondents agreed that the actions set out in the consultation document should be taken forward. Many people provided essential insights that have fed into the themes set out above and have been used to further develop the final proposals and to suggest several new areas of actions. Many respondents criticised the short-term focus of the plan, highlighting the need for more longer-term actions. However, the Disability Action Plan is only by one means by which the government is taking action to improve the lives of disabled people. The action plan aims to set out immediate actions which can either be carried out before the end of Parliament or can make significant progress within the time period towards a longer set time goal. This action plan sits alongside and complements the current National Disability Strategy, wider reforms across government as set out in Chapters 2 and 3 of the Disability Action Plan consultation document. Many areas highlighted by respondents where longer-term action is needed are already being addressed or considered by either work being taken forward in other government departments or through the implementation of the National Disability Strategy. Consultation responses relating to these areas have therefore been shared with the relevant government department so that these insights can be considered as those long-term reform programmes are now taken forward. So that's what I'm going to end on, guys. There is a lot more we can talk about, but I hope you've enjoyed hearing the introduction, and I will do some more videos on this topic. I think there's a lot that we can talk about, but for now, I'm going to just leave it summarised. And let me know what you think, guys, if you agree with what I've read out so far or you don't agree. It'd be interesting to get your views in the comment section down below. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.